All right, folks, my next guest wants to remind everyone that headlines fade faster than fundamentals. So let's bring in Muriel Siebert Co, their Chief Investment Officer, Mark Malek. And Mark, why is this so important to you that people, investors, understand this?
There's so much headline risk now. We hear so much going on these days, and I think people are losing focus on what's really, really important.
Right.
We just talked about a bunch of these stocks that I say they're not fallen angels, they're resting angels. We've talked about that before. I think people are missing the point.
But even this week, right? I mean, you think about the headlines and what happened in Greenland and Davos, and the market sells off Tuesday, and here we are, we're right back. And people following headlines are not making money. They're getting whipsawed.
Yeah, I mean, look, the second we see these headlines come out, what do? We open up our books. Is my thesis still standing? And the fact of the matter is that none of these headlines impact the long-term opportunities that we're investing in right now.
Let's go with some more of your hot takes here. So coming into the year, you think the markets and I guess investors were just simply too comfortable. Maybe need to be shaken up every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look at the VIX, you saw the VIX was extremely low
15 or something
for
like
long
that,
periods of time. Well, clearly there's a bit of risk out there, but you need that VIX to come up a little bit to get that upside opportunity. Because remember, volatility works in both directions, and so unfortunately, when you see the VIX stay very low for long periods of time, it's usually like a coiled snake, and like a slight bump in the road could really send things flying.
We just sort of kind of let's bring that back for a second. We just kind of talked about the political headlines, volatility. When you talk volatility, sometimes people become afraid, but it's a natural part of the market, right? I mean, if you want long-term success, you have to learn how to deal with that.
Sure. I mean, look, volatility is the cost we pay for upside, right? You can't take the two apart. If you're picking your stocks properly, you're riding the upward part of volatility, but it's very painful if you're not paying attention and you take it on the downside.
Systemic risk is overstated. What part of systemic risk is overstated?
Well, look, a lot of the systematic risk that we're hearing right now is this headline risk, like this noise, right? So again, we want to focus on the idiosyncratic challenges. So you want to look at the companies right now. And there are so many big growth opportunities right now that are being sort of held back by maybe the tides moving up and down.
Right.
So when the tides sort of even out a little bit, you're going to be in the right boat. And that's why you want to focus.
Another one of your hot takes is earnings. Say, hey, it's time to refocus on them. Here's the thing, the bar is high. S&P will likely report double-digit earnings growth for the 5th straight quarter. So there's two ways of looking at that. A lot of folks on Wall Street say, well, it can't last, and they're looking past this. And some are saying this is justification for being long.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've been saying it can't last for how long now? But again, if we dig into the numbers and we look at the companies that are behind those indexes and we look at the growth stories, they're very, very real. And we talked about sharpening pencils earlier. Man, my pencil's about this big at this point. I just keep sharpening and sharpening. But the fact of the matter is the numbers are there. It supports the growth, the expansion of margins now we're talking about. That plays right into the multiple expansion story.
So let's talk about, again, these AI plays. It's interesting. I liked your AI plays, but how you framed it. You like Micron as the engine. Taiwan Semiconductor is the toll booth, and they're building out more and more plants. NVIDIA is always talking about that. Jensen Huang and Broadcom as being the networking king. I just want to zero back to Micron for a moment because now people are saying, considering the amount of growth that they have, that they could be this stock, even though it looks phenomenal, could be the next NVIDIA. It's cheap by a lot of traditional valuation metrics.
Yeah, I mean, this one's a sleeper. This was a misunderstood stock for a long period of time because there's so much glitz coming from Jensen Huang and his leather jacket. We sort of missed this, right? Because Micron, they make memory chips, right? But they don't make every kind of memory chip, right? They make the ones that are most important right now for AI. Once we realize that, I got to say, a lot of people sort of open their eyes, and now you see them fully sold through the end of the year. We're talking about that gives them a little bit of price control at this point. So we're talking about expanding margins. They are doing everything right. They're in the right place right now. None of this can happen without Micron.
Without the engine. 10 seconds, Intel after the bell. It's had a huge run. Again, out of almost nowhere. Is this real or is it, just hype?
Well, I'd love to see it be real.
Maybe we'll learn more today?
We have to learn more today, but at this point, I'm concerned it has a bit of a run and it's got a lot of backfilling to do in terms of when it fits into this group.
I got you. All right, maybe there'll be a slot there tomorrow morning.
We hope so.
Mark, thank you so much.
Thank you.